Hello, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. So this is episode 12. Can you believe that?
Moving right along through season 2, yeah.
I know, man. So this season so far, I've really just been kind of finding myself wrapped up in the relationships of everybody, really. Emily has been delightful this season.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, she still has her faults, but so do all the characters on the show, which is great. You know, we've officially started on the YouTube comments, at least. All of the Jess versus Dean conversations, and people are really picking their lanes, which I think is great. I think that's part of the fun of the show, because obviously there's not a right answer, because like Emily, there are, these are complex characters, and there's things about them that are great, and there are things about them that suck.
Of course.
And some people are really passionate one way or the other about these characters, which I think is ultimately really what you want, right? You don't want everyone agreeing all the time, about the characters, all the time about the show. Otherwise, if it's that surface that there is nothing really to think about, nothing to no nuance at all, then what's the point? This is a nuanced show, which I absolutely love.
What I'm shocked about in the comments is that how divisive Jess really is. A lot of people don't like him at all.
I think that's completely reasonable.
I get it. I do get it, but I don't mind the kid so far. Well,
I think it's possible. Again, we're talking nuance. It is possible to empathize with Jess because he has a horrible origin story. He does.
100%.
He is fueled by his trauma, which is totally understandable. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's okay to not like Jess because he seems to take glee in hurting other people. And
certainly at this point,
that's where so far, right? Yeah. And that may change as the show goes on. Again, he's a kid; things can change. But that's just me where my line is on people. You know what I mean? Anyone can go through anything they need to go through. But when you start hurting other people, that's where you're starting to really cross the line.
I totally agree with you.
And Jess is like, if Jess was sneaking off smoking marijuana. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or angry punch dancing to 80s music in a closed warehouse
or woods or something.
Yeah, or whatever,
like Hot
right?
Rod.
Yeah. By himself, whatever it is you need to do. You know what I mean? You want to start doing slam poetry somewhere that really sucks.
Find a healthier outlet.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, the line gets crossed when he starts hurting others. I don't care if his outlet's healthy. It can be an unhealthy outlet. But the line gets crossed for me that he hurts other people. And even if it's small stuff, I don't think that it was cute that he destroyed that snowman that the guy worked so hard on to win.
We saw that coming
prize.
too.
We did, absolutely.
But it was really crappy of him to do that.
There is a person that worked really hard on that, and everybody kind of laughed it off. I don't think that's a laugh-off moment. I think that is somebody's hard work, and they walk outside.
It's just annoying. You have somebody that does stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just annoying.
I think it's worse than annoying. Good tail in the mouth. Come on, man. I think it's worse than that. I think if I spent a lot of time, I'm talking hours, working on something I was proud of to show everybody, and I come out the next morning and someone destroyed it in the night, as ultimately a prank, I would really be hurt by that.
Sure.
And I don't think that's cute. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's romantic. I think it's
not
just
romantic at all.
I think it's just cruel.
It's like I'm waiting for something to change because we really don't get a ton of Jess yet.
That's the other thing. Again, I don't hate the kid. We've seen him for like 10 total minutes of the show so far. We don't have much of him,
and all we're getting is this like rage. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
This acting out, and it's like, when are we gonna get there with him to where he has a human moment?
Yeah, him taking a swing at Dean.
That happened too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
If it would have landed, I'd have been like, "What are you doing?" The simple fact that you missed was only because Dean was faster than you.
And I think Dean can take him. I
do too.
Dean's like, okay, now I get to end you.
Dean never lost his cool at all during that, so good for Dean.
Shout out to Dean to that. Obviously we talked about his faults too, but
sure.
he's quite gracious, isn't he?
He handled that as well as anyone can handle it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I don't have a dog in that fight. Right?
Not yet, anyways.
Not yet, anyways. That may change as we get to know the characters better, but I'm still team Luke and Lorelai.
Same here.
I
need it to happen.
Sorry, Max, that's not going to change. All right, let's go and get started here. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us and give a special thank you to all of our super patrons: AB, Actuary Lurker, Balish Fuldez, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudagunda Varapu, Torgeir Lingstad, Trey Contreras, Ware Panda 47, Natasha Norris, and Yannick from Montreal. Thank you so much, guys. We're always glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date date on the new content we have coming your way.
Patreon is in the link in the description below. We're way ahead on all shows over there. You'll have to sync and watch along on your own source material due to copyright law.
Man, is it cold out there?
I know, I'm freezing.
Well, come on in, sit by the fire. I'll make you both a drink, and then we can talk.
About what?
Antenna's up. Oh, look at that. All three of us fine, just like the Judds.
Are you dating?
No, I'm not dating.
Really?
a setup.
There's no one at all? Any chance you get back with Max?
No, Mom, there's no chance.
What about the man at the diner, the one who refuses to shave? You think you'll be single your entire life?
Excuse me?
Oh my God, what is this?
Yeah.
I visited the family mausoleum today. It occurred to me that there's a very limited space there. Now, of course, there's a slot open for me and Richard and you and Rory. No more room for anyone else.
Ah.
Yes. Do meet someone someday.
The family
I don't know
mausoleum.
where to put him.
Well,
I looked into expanding into the crypt next door, but the family that owns it wouldn't even discuss it with me.
I'm getting a little creeped out here.
He suggested that we buy an annex.
An annex?
Yes.
you know, like an outlet store, it would specialize in the irregular family members. Why don't we move Aunt Cecile? She was always so annoying at parties. She loved the knock-knock jokes.
Mom,
What?
put me in the annex.
No way, you are not leaving me alone in there with Cecile.
Sorry I'm late. What did I miss?
We were just discussing who to move to the annex.
Oh, I vote for Cecile.
It's a cold, cold family.
When
What
I
happens
go,
if Rory gets married and wants to be
That's
buried
what I'm
with
saying,
her,
yeah,
her significant other?
it's absurd.
Yeah.
I say when I go, I want a Viking funeral,
Yeah.
just at a park. You know?
Just put me on a blanket and throw me up in the air. Like a beach party.
So, Dad, how's a retired life treating you?
Well, fascinating, actually. I find myself noticing things. Your mother moved a vase, the one in the hall, and she didn't do it in front of me.
She does not seem comfortable with this conversation.
And every day's a new discovery. Your mother changed her hair, or she wore shoes that didn't match her purse.
Richard,
What's up, Mom?
Yeah.
nothing's up.
You were twitching. I saw you.
It's just that things are a little strange lately.
What is?
Having him home.
I get that, like, all the time.
You're here now.
I mean, we got married, we went to Europe, we came back, he went to work, and it's been that way ever since.
Well-
Always here, watching me and noticing when I move a vase.
No space.
Just an adjustment. You've had your routine, he's had his routine. You guys just need to figure out a new routine.
I guess so.
Find him a hobby.
No,
thanks.
no, no,
Paris with a
no,
great entrance here.
no, no. Why am I the only one who cares? You're not the only one who cares. No.
God.
I know you care, but I need everyone in this stupid room to care because I can't be the only one to care. The Oppenheimer Award for Excellence
great.
in School Journalism is not a contest. It's a statement. It says you're the best.
She's turning into J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Single school in the United States of America is feeling nothing but shame and defeat and pain because of the people who won. I want to be those people. I want to cause that pain. Our paper is good. Not good enough. The New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post. These publications are our competition.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to just submit a good issue. I want to submit a great issue, the best issue.
I do admire the ambition.
1 week from today.
You're going to give yourself a stroke one of these days, you know that.
Your eyes are crazy.
No,
Carl Amberson needs a new roof. I'm gonna drop him a note.
Good idea.
When I left an hour ago, you were having a cup of coffee.
Oh, no, this is a different cup of coffee.
Someone pointed out Emily inherited it, or Lorelai inherited this from Emily, the coffee thing.
really?
Yeah.
I've never really noticed. You know.
She's been drinking a lot of coffee.
Every morning this week.
Well, so what?
Nothing. Just an observation, that's all. It's a lot of coffee to drink. Oh, no, anything's fine.
All right.
What are you writing down?
Lamb chops.
Is that for tonight?
Yes?
Oh, I just thought a nice roast would also be nice for a change.
Why didn't you say
Roast
that?
it is.
You going to the dry cleaners?
Yes?
Well, I'll go with you.
I can bring in whatever you have, but I won't have time to get back here before my DAR meeting, so it's probably better if I go alone.
Well, I can go to the meeting with you.
You want to go to my meeting of the Daughters of the American Revolution?
Well, yes. I think it'd be fascinating.
Oh,
But
no.
from there, I get my hair done, and you certainly don't want to sit around while I have my hair done.
No, I don't.
There you go.
Well, you can cancel that. Well, your hair looks fine.
My hair looks fine because I have my hair done every Wednesday. At 3.
Well, then what am I going to do?
Why don't you go to the club?
Go to the club on a Wednesday afternoon?
I think it would be perfect.
I didn't know what they do at the club on a Wednesday afternoon.
No time like
golf?
the present to find
Yeah.
out.
It is kind of sweet that he wants to go, though.
Life certainly is an interesting game of cards, isn't it?
It certainly is. Have a good time.
Just shoved him right out the door.
It's kind of adorable. I'm
Yeah.
kind of loving it.
Got it. The worst film festival ever. Cool as Ice, Hudson Hawk, and Electric Boogaloo.
Sold.
all the way.
I forgot my card at home, but I think my number's
Kirk work
6247.
everywhere?
I think so.
Forgot your card?
I might have lost it.
You lost your card.
You can just get me a new card, Kirk.
Fine, but I hope you understand the gravity of the situation here. These cards are agreements. It's an agreement between you and the Stars Hollow video store stating that you will take care of your card. It'll be ready in a minute.
Hey, Kirk, there are a couple of little kids over there, and they're looking at this tape cover that's kind of mature. You might want to put that stuff on a higher shelf.
I'll check it out right now.
Hey, Mom, I can hear you now. What's up?
You have to take your father.
Take him where?
I don't care. The zoo, the mall, Rhode Island. Just get him out of my house.
Rhode
What
Island.
happened?
He's going to join my water aerobics class. I can't calm down. I can't turn around without him being there, following me,
This is
staring
an
at
episode
me.
of Ted
Well, he
Lasso.
likes you.
I am going to go insane, and if you don't help me, I will take you with me. You owe me.
What?
I pay for Rory's school.
Are you hearing yourself?
I'm sorry, but I'm desperate. I just need one day of peace, and I will do anything to get.
Have the conversation with him.
I'll take him.
I can't
That's
tell you
what
how much
Keely
I
did.
appreciate this.
It's only one day, though. It doesn't solve the problem.
No.
I'm going to school, Mom.
Rory, come on. It's just one day. I'll write you a note. You know, the last time my father and I were
Yeah,
alone
she's got a
together for any
newspaper to work
extended
on.
period of time.
Yeah, her editors, no nonsense.
Saw my dad, and he came to get me, and it was just the two of us, alone in the car, all the way from Maine, with nothing to talk about but
Mom, I have the Franklin today. I cannot miss it.
Rory,
Yeah.
please. I can't handle the entire day with him.
Just make it till the afternoon, and then I promise I'll come right home, and I'll take Grandpa off your hands.
All right.
It'll be fine. It's not going to be that bad. Be nice. Be nice. Oh, very good.
Hi, Dad.
They could drive her to school. That would take up some time.
Yeah.
We'll have to be going, but I'll see you this afternoon.
I look forward to it.
Have fun.
Yeah, this is awkward.
So good drive, huh?
Very good.
God. This is worse than a bad date.
Yeah.
You don't have to entertain me, Lorelei. I just came here to see you and your house and your town.
But you're my guest.
No, I'm your father. Just do whatever it is you would normally do.
I like that he's just looking for something to do.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
I think they should go to Luke's. That's what I think they should do.
Yeah. 100%.
It'd be less awkward, I feel like, being in public.
Well, normally I read the arts and leisure and the lifestyles.
Perfect. Well, that leaves business, sports, and world news.
There we go.
Yeah.
Luke's.
You know, when I was in college, there was this horrible little diner across from my apartment. I went in there every morning for 3 years, and I had the most dreadful breakfasts. Just awful. I really miss that place. What a place you've got here.
Pays bills.
Always a plus in business. I already ate.
You did? When?
I had breakfast at home. Well, I've gotten up at 5:30 for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, but that was when you had to work. I'll have the banana pancakes, side of bacon, and lots of coffee.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
It's important to start the day off correctly, Lorelei. A grapefruit
my
is
God.
brain food. It really is a terrific fruit.
I feel like you're about to break into song.
Just get a glass of orange juice.
Right, yeah.
Still don't like grapefruit.
Well, there are many things in life that we don't like, but the benefits they bring us far outweigh the temporary discomfort.
She's really
It
getting
turned
into,
into a lecture right there.
she's really getting to eat your fruits and veggies we can talk here.
Before my pancakes this morning, I need half a grapefruit, preferably one that tastes like a donut.
I don't have grapefruit.
And so far, there's been no major drama or yelling or ugliness, but there will be if I don't somehow find a way to get half a grapefruit for breakfast this morning.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yeah, leave your...
I've never gone into a restaurant and told him to go buy something for me.
I think he's the only person there, too.
No, the server's there.
Oh,
I
that's
saw
right.
it,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Maybe after we're done here, you might like to walk around town a little, see the sights. Rory usually gets home around 4. The two of you could hang out at the house until I get off work, and the 3 of us could hook up for dinner.
Is that your second cup of coffee?
Third. Why?
No reason.
Oh, my God.
A lot of coffee first thing in the morning.
There we go.
He cannot help himself.
No, he can't.
All the winning schools had an extremely strong human interest story on page 1. Okay. And I think that's what we need. According to the papers, there's been a huge increase in the number of families fleeing the major cities in favor of small towns. And I thought about it. There's a romantic aspect to small towns. White picket fences, low crime rates, smaller classrooms.
They're going to do Stars Hollow.
But nothing is perfect. Nothing is safe. Nothing is ever what it seems. We are going to blow the lid off the seedy underbelly of small town life, starting with yours.
The seedy underbelly of small town life.
Yeah.
Uncover the seedy underbelly of Stars Hollow?
Yes.
Paris, Stars Hollow doesn't have a seedy underbelly. We don't even have a meter maid.
There, and it's ugly, and I'm going to find it. I'll meet you out front after school.
I
Oh,
can't
my
today.
God.
Work to do.
Paris.
Hey, this could be our chance to nail this thing. Now, I have a hunch that there's a story here, and a good one, and I'm going to find it.
I don't think you're gonna find anything.
Well, then the worst that can happen is that I spend some time in your town and suddenly have an urge to enter a pie in the county fair.
My God. Maybe she can hang out with Rune.
Yeah, yeah. If there's a city underbelly, it starts with him.
Oh, no. Hi, Dad. What are you doing? I thought you were going to tour the town.
Oh, I did. I walked around a little, and then I was done.
What about the park? Did you see the park?
Yes, I saw the park, and the 100-year-old oak tree, and the life-sized yarn person. I even stopped by your house and had Babette introduce me to all of her gnomes. The only thing I had not seen is my daughter at work.
Oh, well, watching me at work is not very interesting. Trust me.
Oh, you underestimate yourself.
Is he going to be critical here too? Because that seems to be kind of a theme.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the matter?
Is your jacket in the back?
My jacket?
Your work
See,
jacket.
I don't
yeah.
have a work jacket.
So that's your working outfit?
Yeah. Independence Inn.
I need you to sit down, breathe, and remember that you're at work, so screaming and crying is not an option.
Why? What are you doing?
I can't meet you after school today. I have to work on this story for the Franklin, and I swear I tried to get out of it, but I couldn't.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry. Just tell Grandpa to wander around for a while.
He already wandered.
Give him a book, and have Suki make him lunch, and I swear I'll be home by dinner, and you won't have to say a word.
Yeah, have Suki make him lunch.
We have to get the feel of a small town world. You're not going to get the feel of a small town world in a BMW. Where's the bad part of town?
Over there.
What?
People. They're very upset with the color of that fence. This is it. It's not seedy. It's not run down. It's just Stars Hollow.
Well, where's the local bar?
In Woodbridge. You're just looking for something that's not here.
I got to see this. Luke and Paris interacting.
Yeah, he's going to say she will not rub him right.
What are you doing?
Trying just to blend in, fade away, observe.
Hey, Rory. Coffee?
Thanks, Luke.
You're on the diner, huh?
Oh, boy.
You get a lot of truckers through here?
Truckers?
Yeah. You know, guys on the road for weeks. Pretty common knowledge that diners are breeding grounds for prostitution and drug dealers. What about that guy over there? What's his story?
Reverend Nichols?
Reverend Nichols, huh? Is that like Dr. Feelgood?
Rory, how much do you
Oh my God!
Do what you gotta do, Luke.
What's up there? Is that where you keep the girls? You got yourself a little cat house up there?
Wow, I think she got you, Uncle Luke. I want to be good. Life's just not letting me.
Rory, get out of here.
Let's go. Why do you need me to leave?
funny.
What have you got to hide?
She's always at
she's-
an 11.
Yeah,
dude.
she's too much. Turn it down.
Do you realize there are no tablecloths in the dining room?
Yes, I do. We're having a problem with our
chill.
linen delivery.
Well, it doesn't look very professional.
Honey, I know you're up to your ears in problems, but I have to have some towels or linens. Manny, I love you. You rock.
May I speak to you for a moment, please?
Someone is in trouble.
She handled that.
She did.
That was my linen delivery guy.
So it was a business call.
Yes, it was a business call.
And that's how you handle a business call. You never talk to a business associate like that, especially not one that you
This is
employ.
not okay.
Okay, Dad. I said what I needed to say in order to get the linen before somebody else did, and
Yeah.
I did, so I won.
This is not about winning. This is about proper procedure.
Oh, this would be a lot for me.
Yep. Richard lost me. Yeah.
Because I'm only telling you this for your own good.
This would be hard.
All right. Go back to work.
When do you say something, though? You know?
I feel like she's going to crack. If he keeps doing this.
I think you have to
that,
later on.
That
maybe,
was
but-
a hard push right there
Yeah.
from him.
Hey, I understand you've done very well in business, but
Right.
so have I.
Yeah, this isn't my first day in this job.
Make Frank Capra want to throw up.
Sorry, I tried to tell you.
I know. We're going to lose.
We're not going to lose.
There she is, the girl of the moment. It is heartwarming to see a sensible girl like you still exists and say, why are we allowing this trash out where all our children can
Oh.
see it?
And a few selected adults also.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, they made a special section.
Well, thanks to your brilliant suggestion, they are all safely stashed behind the Rory curtain.
I don't want a Rory curtain. I never asked for a Rory curtain.
You told me to put that movie where the kids couldn't see it.
You did?
This is much better than a higher shelf. Now, all the movies that we deem objectionable will be safely hidden.
No, I did not mean to do this. What are you doing?
This is it.
This is what?
Our story. Censorship in a small town.
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't believe in censorship.
Even better. Small town minds run amok. This is genius. It's gold.
Rory, for the love of God, be
Wow.
home.
I'm here. Sorry. I was on the phone. How was your... Oh, okay. How was your day?
It was very pleasant.
I heard you saw Mom in action.
Oh, yes, he did.
She needs a beer.
Rory, come entertain your grandpa while your spirited mommy orders, please.
Hey, Grandpa, do you want to see my room?
He's a lot.
He needs to let go.
Yeah.
Just chill.
What are you doing?
Oh, there are some holes in your collection here, and I'm just making a list to fill them.
He needs to find a hobby, man.
And...
That is so cool. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Well, possibly I should concentrate on acquiring you a bookcase first.
That's okay. I kind of like my system.
Ah, Harvard.
Yeah, we started the obsession board a few years ago. There's no cure.
It was quite a
I made the
trip.
menu for the evening.
My God.
Looks good.
Who could eat all that food? There are only 3 of us.
Yes, but we like choices.
Let's call him.
And leftovers.
Yeah. Leftovers are fine.
Cold Chinese
Lorelai,
food.
you cannot order all of that food. You're teaching your daughter wastefulness and gluttony.
We order way too much, and then we eat like a third of it and live off the leftovers for a week and a half.
There
it's
it
finally
is.
own system.
Yeah, we don't have a maid here that cooks.
Right, yeah.
You know, you might not want to get her settled on one specific college quite so soon.
Why not?
Well, she's young.
Dad, she wants to go to Harvard.
Well, yes, because she thinks you want her to go to Harvard.
I do.
Well, there are a lot of other good schools out there. You know, I went to Yale. I just think Rory should explore it. And I can make some phone calls and set up an appointment.
No.
Who's going to help her get into Harvard?
Reese Witherspoon.
This is not about you. This is about Rory.
No, this is about Richard interfering.
I know more about the Ivy League system than you do.
This isn't about
Is that the food already?
Oh my God.
What you doing?
Just standing here.
Next to?
Wow.
Is that her car?
Your car?
No way.
Wow.
It's a
I
sick
forgot
ride.
all about the car.
I did too. Look how cool that is.
Yeah.
Dean, that's amazing.
Let's drive. Can we drive? Does it drive?
Does it drive?
You built me a car.
Dean, now that you're done with that, will you build me a plane? One that looks like Shamu?
He made that car. She can't accept it.
Oh, Dad, it's okay.
It is not okay. He's a child. She's not driving a car a child put together.
I know what I'm doing.
A car is not a model airplane, young man.
I know that.
It is a complex vehicle.
I know that too.
Oh my God, too much.
I did not make this an auto shop. I'm telling you, this car is safe.
So, you are a certified mechanic.
Dad, stop it. This is a nice thing Dean did here.
Yeah.
Remember? Nice things?
I'm sorry, she can't accept it.
I understand you want Rory to be safe, but so do I. I would not give this car to her if I did not know for a fact that it was 100% safe. See, at Hughes Brothers checked it. It has been checked.
And I'm just supposed to take your word for it.
I've been working on this car for months.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Rory.
You're a very stubborn boy.
Good for Dean.
Honestly,
I'm
yeah.
really glad he's standing up. Yeah.
Me too.
It looks fine to me.
Check it again.
I already checked it again. This was checking it again. I checked it earlier. That means this was checking it again.
You've missed something. I insist that you go over this entire car again.
But I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with this car.
How many times are you gonna make her do that?
As many times as it takes. She's my only granddaughter. I have a responsibility to protect her. She's young. She's naive.
You can hate me, whatever. I don't care.
I hardly hate you.
Really?
I don't even know you.
What do you want to know? Besides what college I want to go to or what I want to do for a living?
Yeah,
Because I still
right.
have no answers for you on that front.
Those are not ridiculous questions.
Are these two gonna start getting along
I
now?
hope so.
You like my granddaughter quite a bit.
No, I love your granddaughter quite a bit.
I was beginning to feel a little better about this until you said that.
Well, I'm not trying to make you feel better. I'm trying to be honest. Gypsy, you broke those off yourself.
Yes, I did.
Put them back.
I can't look at this car anymore.
Gypsy,
I miss my home.
put them back.
Oh, because she felt like she had to find something wrong so she could go home.
Still not sure it's an appropriate gift.
I understand that.
How long are they going to be?
I don't know. Knowing my dad, he probably made Dean take the entire thing apart and put it back together again in front of him.
We had it thoroughly checked. We found a little problem with the windshield wipers. Dean is there now adjusting them. With proper insurance, of course. Why you can't have that car.
Really?
The fact that he makes that
Yeah,
decision.
if I was Lorelai,
My house in my town where I live my life.
Well, thank you for the geography lesson.
Have I once come to your work and criticized the way you handled your clients? Have I passed judgment on your breakfast habits or your clothing choices?
I was offering opinions. You can't take constructive criticism.
And this is absolutely the last time you come into my house and overrule my word.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Dean and the car. Rory's my kid, and I make the rules. And if I tell her that she can have the car that her boyfriend made for her, then she can.
I didn't think it looked safe.
You don't have to think it looks safe. I have to think it looks safe. You came here not as a guest, but as the judgment police. You've kept your uniform on the whole time, and you know what? It comes off now. I am a grown woman, and you will treat me the way you treat people who have invited you to their house, or you will not be invited again.
You have never once invited me to your house, Lorelei. Never. And I can hardly point to an event that would prompt you to do so. I am an annoyance to my wife and a burden to my daughter. Suddenly, I realize what it feels like to be obsolete. I'm afraid I'll have to take a rain check on dinner. I'm not very hungry.
I think you look at yourself in the situation and you go,
right.
What can I do better? You don't
well,
sit
yeah,
there.
He's got to figure out his own path.
Yeah. Citizen of the month.
Very popular right now. I bet if you burn a few books, they'd probably make you mayor.
Right?
This is ridiculous.
Come on, it's a little funny.
No. Being the poster girl for censorship is not a little funny. I'm never going to be able to leave my house again.
Well, at least you won't starve.
I can't look at it anymore.
I don't think it'll be around very long.
Why?
Is he going to take it?
Just a guess.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on, dude.
What did you do?
Nothing much. Just wanted to make sure whoever rented Dumbo or Bambi gets a little surprise.
I mean, that's not cool, but...
The adult videos that are going to be in the
yeah,
video case, yeah.
It's less harmful than the snowman thing. Which
Oh,
still,
it is. It's yeah.
Seem very happy.
Well, I had a
Looks like a
very nice
detective.
day. Would you like a
Yeah,
drink?
it does.
So how was your day with the girls?
Wonderful.
Tell me about it. Well, I'm thrilled you had such a wonderful time. It was good for you to get out like that.
Yes, it was.
Okay. See. Now I know he's doing it because he's upset, but
He's
like,
doing it to be avoided, right? You ever been dating somebody and you move in together?
Yeah.
And there's an adjustment period of them being there all the time.
Yeah.
There is. It's not.
Of
There's
course.
nothing wrong with
yeah,
it.
it's like they call it the honeymoon phase, and then it's you're your own people. You're not so you have to be separated from the hip a little bit.
Yeah. It's like why you never should date somebody you work with. Because it's like, well, I see you everywhere.
Well, that was part of the problem.
Right.
We lived together, we worked together, and so it was just all, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
As far as this goes, I think that he just needs to find that outlet. We were talking about with Jeff.
Sure.
He needs to find something. You don't have to go to the club and drink brandy and play cards. You can, like I said, go see a movie. Obviously he's an avid reader. You can read all day, sleep in. I mean, like
he's an adult. And he's not a dumb guy. He should realize that he's taken all of that energy he used to put into work, and he's put all of that pressure on his wife and his daughter to like match that energy for him, match that fulfillment for him, and that's not something you can put on another person.
It's not. And look, I'm not a parent, so I don't know. Like, obviously, like his kids are grown,
right?
So it's like I don't know if that's just a thing with most parents, like when their kids get older, you still want to look out for them. You still want to you have that maternal instinct to be like, hey, is this okay? Are you doing okay? Are you all right? Maybe you shouldn't do this. I find it, as a viewer, to be kind of like a bit much. I don't know if maybe some of the parents out there can let me know, but like,
well, I feel like when your child is in their 30s,
you should back off a little.
I don't think there's any reason to be that much of a micromanager.
That much, right?
Right, of anything,
I get the instinct to be like, are you okay? But like, back off a little bit.
Well, I don't think you go to their work and tell them they're wearing the wrong clothes and they're talking to other people wrong.
Exactly. That was like definitely crossing a line
for sure.
Like,
and he was so overbearing and condescending about it. It was really patronizing. And it was the same thing with the car with Dean. You can say, I think it's reasonable if while that's happening, you pull Lorelai aside and you say, hey, I'm not sure that this is a good idea. I'm not sure that car is safe, but it's ultimately her decision. Him telling Dean especially, or even Rory, no, this isn't happening. It isn't your call.
Yeah, I mean, like, look out for your granddaughter, but ultimately, you're not the parent. You're the grandparent,
right? Yeah, he was making mistakes, and again, I think he's a smart enough guy to realize he was really crossing some lines there. I think. And I don't want to sound overly harsh on this. I feel like there's a lot of self-pity going on with him.
Oh yeah, I get that vibe.
And he definitely expressed that with Lorelai when Lorelai's like, you can't come to my house and tell me how to do everything.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm useless now, and nobody, and
that's what it was.
And it was like, there's an awful lot of self-pity going on here. And I know that he's upset about not working anymore, but I feel like as soon as you retire, whether you wanted to or not, right? Whether you're gone, and he ultimately did decide to quit.
He did.
It's then completely on you to figure out how you're going to fill your time after that. It's not on Emily. It's not on Rory. It's not on Lorelai. It's not on anybody else. It is on you to figure out how you're going to fill your time after that. Every married person that retires has to go through what he's going through.
Sure.
And it's on that person. Everyone else has to do it too. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not trying to be overly harsh with Richard. I think Richard's a really good guy and his intentions are really good. Yeah. But I think there's a wee bit of narcissism happening here.
Of course.
That Richard's when Lorelai's like, you're coming in and you're really trying to take charge of life. Mm-hmm. Well, your mom feels the same way. I guess I'm just a big loser burden. And I'm like, man, come on,
And look,
you know that's not the case.
100%, right? It's like he was in a position at his job, I'm assuming, where he was in charge of a lot of things.
Yeah, he was an executive,
and now he feels like his input is not valued anymore.
Sure,
I understand that, and even I understand the routine of it all, right? Like
they're still getting up at 5:30 and
like
stuff.
My granddad worked every day of his life. When he retired, he went and worked at Sears. You know what I mean? Like people just have a hard time adjusting, and it's like, it's gonna take some time.
It is.
Your input is still, I'm sure, valued, but you can't control everything.
Right. But I mean, I think he's a smart enough guy to realize he should be. I'm like, you and I are nowhere near retirement age. No. So why is it easy for us to say, well, you've got to find something else to fill that time, right? Or you're going to go crazy. You can't just sit at home. Mm-hmm. or you are going to start to feel like a burden on anyone or anything else there.
Sure.
Like, I feel like during COVID, when people were stuck at home for those couple of months,
Yeah.
everybody's pets were probably like, oh my God, are you ever going to leave? Like, I feel like, for your pets and your kids, they probably got tired of everyone being around. You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly.
And so I feel like it's the onus is on him. It's not on Emily or Lorelai to say, hey, this is what you need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's on him to be smart enough to say, I should probably go off and, I don't know, maybe going to the club isn't the right thing. And I'm glad he went and figured out it wasn't for him. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But you've got to be able to find something to make you feel like you're not just meandering.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's face it. Like, he has more money than we do, and
Right.
you can probably do more things that interest you.
Yeah, if Emily can be on charity boards and stuff like that, he can do the same.
Yeah.
But they can be his own thing.
It would be hilarious to see Richard working at Sears or something.
You know what? Become a birder. It doesn't matter. Get into golf.
Exactly.
He golfs. Golf more. I mean, whatever.
And I do want to say quickly, like, I loved Dean in this episode.
I did too.
And I don't think he crossed any lines whatsoever, but he stood up for himself.
He is allowed to stand up for himself when he's being browbeaten.
He
for sure.
addressed the elephant in the room between the two of them, right?
Yep.
At dinner, which I didn't think we were going to have that conversation again, but I'm glad that we did because that was so long ago.
It was.
And same with the car. Like, I forgot about the car.
Right. I'd forgotten about the car too, because that's when they broke up, so that kind of overshadowed it.
And it's almost like Dean said to him what Lorelai should have said. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he's like, no, I'm good at this.
Yeah.
Like, I know this. Like, I'm not going to put Rory in danger. Lorelai, she kind of got there a little bit, but
different relationship. Right.
Obviously.
Ultimately, it's a stranger going off on Dean, and Dean's like, "You're a stranger. Don't go off on me."
Which is fair.
Right? It is. Lorelai, however, I mean, it's her father, so it's a little touchier. She's used to
it a little bit.
She's used to him kind of railroading her a little bit until she hit to the boil over point.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her for boiling over, but I think you're right though. I think at the end she should have been like, "I know what I'm doing. I've done this for more than a decade. I appreciate the advice, but this isn't a business it's a business I know.
Yeah.
These aren't relationships these are relationships I know. Thank you, but I got it."
Yeah.
And that's it. And that might have curtailed a lot more of it later in the day.
Yeah, it's like, obviously this is a TV show, but yeah,
Right.
I think you explained to somebody, look, like, the business you're in is not nearly as hospitable as
Right.
the business I'm in. It's all
it's
business
different.
of relationships.
Yeah, exactly. Different story. Anyway, I think Richard will get there. I like Richard.
Still like Richard.
Like Richard as a person, like him as a character. He's great with Rory, but he needs to definitely tether himself to something.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you next one, guys.
See ya.